welcome back. This is day 2 of Commit 30 Days of Yoga. In today's practice, we are going to be testing, challenging, and improving our balance, and in so doing, stretching and strengthening the whole body while increasing our stability and decreasing our risk of injury in all of our daily activities. Please remember to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment below and stick around to the end where I'm going to break down one of the movements from today's video. Begin standing in mountain pose, facing the long edge of your mat, connecting to your breath. Feet hip width apart, hips over heels, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, standing tall. Inhale, arms up to upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do that 2 more times. Upward salute. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take the time to adjust as needed. Shift your weight to the left foot, pick up the right leg, hugging the knee to chest. Get long and strong through the grounded leg. Lengthen the spine and lift the chest, keeping the shoulders down. Hold the leg up, release your hands first, then lower the leg with as much control as possible. Let's do that on the other side. Shifting your weight to the right side, raise the left leg, knee to chest. Get long through the body, squeezing through the glutes, tucking the navel in and up. Release the hands first, lower the leg. Back to the right leg, pick it up, knee to chest. Slide the hands down to grab the ankle, get long through the back and extend the leg forward as much as you can. Try to keep the chest lifted and keep the right knee bent if you need to. Release with control. Let's do that on the other side.
Hike up the left leg, knee to chest. Slide to the ankle and extend forward, aiming to keep the back long, chest lifted. Release with control. To the right side, lift the foot and either grab onto it or wrap your peace fingers, index and middle, around your big toe. Stand up tall and extend the left arm out to the other side for balance. If you can't stand up tall, hold here and just work towards doing that. If you are standing up tall, begin to extend the right leg to the side in a big toe hold pose. A bend in the knee is okay, as needed. Release, other side. Lift the left foot, grab the foot or peace fingers to big toe. Stand up tall, right arm out to counterbalance, extend the leg. And release. Walk out the heels. To a standing pigeon pose on the right side, let's place the right ankle across the left leg above the knee. You can hold the right leg here as you bend the left leg like in a chair pose. If you like, you can bring your hands together at your heart, all the while working to keep that right hip open. Deepen your breath. Stand and release. To the other side now. Left ankle over right leg. Bend at the knee, keeping the chest lifted, back long. And release, shaking out the ankles if you like. To tree pose on the right side. Open the right hip and position the sole of the right foot against the inner edge of the left leg, either toes down on the mat, above the ankle, or above the knee, staying off the knee joint. Get long through the body, chest lifted, shoulders down and back, hands to heart. Find a focal point that's not moving and slow down your breath. Release with control. Let's repeat that on the opposite side. Release. I'm going to turn for visual purposes here. To a quad stretch on the right side, grasp the foot with the right hand behind the body. Raise the left arm straight up to a dancer prep pose. Then if you can, begin to hinge the body at the hips, reaching the hand forward, foot up and back to a dancer pose. And release. To the left side, grab the foot, quad stretch. Raise the right arm to dancer prep. Hinge at the hips to dancer. Release. Adjust as needed as you walk out the heels. Next, we're going to combine some of those standing balance poses we just did in a little flow starting on the right side. Move with as much control as you can. Connect to all the corners of the left foot as you shift your weight to the left leg. Pick up the right leg, knee to chest. Slide the hands to ankle, extend the leg forward, chest lifted. Grab the foot or peace fingers to big toe, send it out to the side, opposite arm out to counterbalance. Draw the right leg over the left, bend the left knee to standing pigeon. Place the foot to the inner edge of the left leg to tree pose, staying off the knee joint, hands to heart. Raise the arms up if you can, opening up the heart. and release. To the left side, knee to chest. Slide the hands to the ankle, extend forward. Hand to foot out to the side, standing up tall. To standing pigeon pose. To tree pose. Raise the arms. And release. Adjust as needed as you walk out the heels. Stepping to the short edge of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms and step it back to plank pose. To downward facing dog, walk out the heels. Gaze towards your hands and step the right foot through. Tighten the legs and rise to a crescent lunge. Lower the hands, pick up the front foot and step it back to down dog. To the left side, step the foot through to a crescent lunge. Lower the hands, step it back to down dog. Back to the right side, step the right foot through, lower the knee, engage the legs and raise the arms in low lunge. Lower the hands, curl the back toes under, raise the knee and step it back to down dog. To the left, step it through, lower the knee and raise the arms in low lunge. Lower the hands, curl the back toes under, raise the knee and step it back to down dog. Lower the knees to a tabletop position. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, engage your core. Extend your right leg and left arm, avoiding too much dip in the lower back. Keep that core strong. Wrap the arm back along the side of the body. Keep the leg as is, lower the hand, shift your weight to the left and raise the right arm along the side of the body. Hold tight here. Lower the hand, then the leg. Over to the other side, we're going to extend the right arm, left leg. Wrap the arm alongside the body. Lower the right hand, shift your weight to the right, and then raise the left arm alongside the body. Lower the hand, then the leg. Position your knees wide, toes together, and lower to a child's pose. Arms extended ahead of you loosely, hips over heels, relax the lower back, releasing tension. Deepen your breath. Coming up, sit back on your heels, hands on your knees to finish up.
I want to talk about tree pose. So the first thing that I want to mention here is that sometimes you're going to be told to connect to all four corners of the foot or to all three corners of the foot. And what that is referring to is two corners at the front of the foot here, the ball of the big toe, baby toe. And then if it's four corners, it would be either side of the heel. And if it's three corners, the heel would just be considered as one. And what that means is to distribute your weight evenly in the foot without leaning forward or back, side to side. One thing you can do with your toes when we're connecting to all four corners or all three corners of the foot is to use them as little grips and just to help you balance a little bit more if you feel your weight shifting from one way to another, front or back. Use your toes to kind of And that goes for all standing single leg balances, not just tree pose. So going into tree pose, we often refer to 3 different foot positions. The first one would be keeping your toes down on the mat and placing the sole of the foot against the inside of the opposite leg. So using our right leg as an example here, we want to open up through the hip. Your foot would be placed down on the mat, and this is a good starting position. Second position would be to raise the foot above the ankle, but keeping it below the knee. It's very important that we don't press against the knee joint with the opposite foot. Our third position is going to be to pick up that foot and place it above the knee to the inner thigh. Just here, and again, making sure that we're not pressing against the knee joint. We want to stay off the knee. So whichever of these 3 positions that you choose, they're all great, and it's going to depend on how you're feeling that day. If you're more advanced, you might be even advancing into a half lotus position for tree pose, which would be to bring the top of your foot to the hip hold up here. Now, when you consider these 3 positions, I want you to keep in mind that there's a line drawn up the center of the body, so the midline of the body. And the foot is to be pressing against that midline. And in turn, we want that opposite leg to meet it there. So wherever our foot is positioned, and again, like I said, this can be different from day to day. Maybe you're always in the same position and you're always feeling on point, your balance is great. Maybe one day you're feeling really great, you got your foot up high, or you're holding really, really strongly, and then the next day you need a little bit more help. Lots of variables can come into play here that will affect your balance, such as how much sleep you've had the night before, how hydrated you are. Lots of different things can affect this. So it's really important to just accept where you are today and listen to your body. So going back to that midline. So we're going to position our foot against the inside of the leg. Leg is going to press back into the foot. So right away when you do that, you notice everything in the legs tensing up. And that's perfect. So we're connecting underneath the foot. We're not leaning front, back, side, side. Nice connection across all 4 corners of the foot. Finding that midline. Now, my hips are even with each other. So I'm not dipping one way or the other. They're even with each other. Right hip is open. My navel is going to be drawn in and up, so I'm tightening up through the core and I'm squeezing that grounded leg, lifting through the chest. So you'll notice that through the front of the body, everything seems to be coming up. Everything seems to be opening up this way. Even the kneecap of the grounded leg should be drawn up. And then when we get to our chest, we want that chest to be up and open. Okay. Long through the neck. Chin parallel to the mat, and we want our gaze to be maintaining an eye level position. Now this is something that can change. This is up to you, and you have to use your best judgment here. When we're holding a single leg balance, the best thing to do is to find a focal point that's not moving. So if you're in a class full of people, you don't really want to look at another person, because if they start to lose their balance and move, then you're in turn going to start to lose your balance as well. So we want to find something that's not moving and make that our focal point. Draw our drishti there. Okay, so top of the head, we feel like there's a string pulling us up. Okay, so we straighten up that grounded leg, navel drawn in and up, chest is lifted, and if we want to, we can bring our hands together in Anjali Mudra. Thumbs can rest against the sternum, which is a good reminder to lift the chest. Good. Now, so the front of the body, we're lifting up, we're drawing everything into center towards that midline. And then the back of the body, we're going to draw down. So those shoulder blades are going to come down and back. Again, chest is open. That's naturally going to happen. Shoulders are down and away from the ears. Tailbone is tucked under. And we're grounding down through the back of the body. Good. So once we're here, everything is tightening up. Seems to be a lot going on. Find your balance here, and we deepen our breath. As soon as you get to a position that you want to hold, focus on deepening your breath. From here, we can raise our arms up overhead and open up the chest even more. And when we do this, we don't want to bring the shoulders up towards the ears. We want to keep them down, moving through the shoulder girdle. That navel is still tucked in and up, and we're getting long through the spine. We're getting tall. Good, and then another option here, if our mobility allows, we can bring the hands together above the head, bend the elbows slightly. Making sure the palms are touching each other, fingertips are kissing. Good. And we slow down our breath. Excellent. Something else that we can do in tree pose, if you want to get a little bit more playful with it, is to be a windy tree. So that means to bring your arms up overhead and we wave a little bit from side to side, challenging our balance. Good, and you can even move your gaze around here if you want to challenge yourself even more. Excellent. Good. Finally, releasing the pose. So when we release a pose, we don't want to just fall out of it. We want to make sure that we're releasing with control, whether we are just practicing single poses or we're transitioning to another pose in a flow or as part of a sequence. We want to make sure that our dismount is as controlled as possible. So regardless of where you are, if your toes are down on the mat, you simply lay the foot down or move to our next position. From here, again, you don't want to fall. You want to be as controlled as possible, landing the foot lightly without putting any pressure into the joints. And if we're up here, you'll notice how I used my hand to help get my foot to the inner thigh, which is great, that's fine. You have two options. You can use your hand once again to help you release, again with control. That leg is heavy, keep that in mind. We're going to pick it up. Tense up that leg, we're going to hold it up and release with control. Or, if you can slide the foot off the leg, as much control as possible, to dismount. One more thing that I want to mention that is going to affect your foot placement and how well you find that you're able to hold this pose. And it seems obvious, but it's something that we don't think of. What kind of pants are you wearing? What kind of material are they made of? Some yoga pants or some athletic pants are a little bit slicker than others, and your foot will have a tendency to slide off of them. So that's something that can really affect how you're holding. This is a little bit easier to hold without assistance than pulling that leg up here. So if you find you're bringing it up here, and you should be able to do it, but your foot keeps sliding off, maybe it's the material of the pants that you're wearing. Maybe those pants are better for a different kind of practice. Or, did you moisturize your feet recently? It seems really, really silly, but when you take really, really good care of your feet, let's say you just had a pedicure, let's say you're just moisturizing, you're scraping that dead skin off, you're really scrubbing those feet, and they look and they feel great, but they're doing this, well, maybe that rough skin was helping you before grip into those pants, and that's fine, but moisturizing the feet could be one of the reasons why your foot isn't staying there. So I just want you to keep in mind that there are lots of variables that will affect how you're holding a position. And then obviously, skin on skin is a really grippy, great way to hold. But again, keep that in mind when you are practicing. If you're having difficulties, think of all the different reasons why maybe you're not holding it the way that you want to, or consider different environmental factors, like I mentioned, sleep, hydration, that could be affecting your balance that day.